All right. Good morning. It's Saturday. It's Saturday, the 22nd of February, by the way. If you are watching me live on a Saturday morning, I know this is normally not our day, but I decided to go live today and do a quick stream to talk about one of my favorite all time devices. And what I recognized just now as we were starting is that I am not live on my Amazon site because of one singular thing. And this is something that you need to know if you are doing lives via Amazon. One of the things you have to do is to downgrade to 1280 by 720, and we did not do that. So, eh, I might end up doing two back to backs, but I'm going to go ahead and do this one since we have some folks that are here. Good morning good morning to you. Or good evening, depending on where you're watching from, because I know we do have some international folks as well that watch. So thank you for coming by. I'm going to do a couple of things while we're live. First of all, I'm going to share what I'm using. So I'm actually using Restream today. And I am also going to be able to answer your questions, showcase some of the QR codes and links directly to my Amazon store, and also communicate with you via your comments. So I see some comments popping in. I know, yeah. Casthead Gridstone tried to go to Amazon to see this. So what I may need to do in a second is I'm still making a decision on this, but I may need to try to downgrade, which means I'm going to have to start another live stream on YouTube and Facebook. And that's not too bad. Good morning, Patty. Good morning. Good morning. And I know, let me say hello to Patty Farmer here in Dallas, who is also one of our fellow dames. She's actually the person who leads the Dallas Dames. If you don't know what Dallas Dames are, or the Dames, it is an organization for women who are 6, 7, and 8-figure women that are supporting each other and networking. And so we do have a Dallas chapter here that Patty leads, and I'm super excited to be a part of that. Additionally, she's a great friend. Chris Stone just bought some Osmo Pocket 3 accessories on Amazon. Okay, well, I'm going to talk a little bit about this. And then what I will do, I think what I probably need to do is there's no way for me to downgrade it while I'm in the middle of the stream. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not able to do that. So I will go live now. Let's see if this will do it. Let me see if this will do it. We'll try it. All right. I just switched my cam to see if it's going to show me the go live option, but it doesn't look like it is on Amazon right now. Okay, we're just going to go ahead with it, and then I'll do a second one on Amazon too. So here's the thing. Yeah, there is a Restream plug where you can go 720 to Amazon and then 1080 to everywhere else. I don't have access to that. What I thought I'd be able to do is to switch my cam to 720, Chris, but it is not working. So for whatever reason, we just won't be live on Amazon, but it's okay because I can still go through this with you. I'm not going to be here all day. We're going to be here long enough to talk you through the DJI Pocket 3. So I do have my equipment, and I'm going to do a couple of things real quick here. We will do a back-to-back. So for those who are going to watch on Amazon, I'll just go live there after the fact. What I'm going to do is a couple of things. One, I want to talk to you about why I even care. Like, why did I buy this gadget? Especially because everybody has phones, right? We have smartphones that probably cost an arm and a leg, right? And so you could do a lot with these smartphones. But I wanted something that was going to be a little bit more portable. Not just portable, because your phone is portable, right? I get that. But also something that would give me more options and versatility. And that's what the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 does, is it gives you the ability to be able to do versatile. I'll give you a couple of things. One, you can live stream with it. Two, you can do webcam or use it as a webcam. So you can actually include it in your live stream as a separate webcam with high quality. Three, you can use it to take great images. So if you're taking selfies or if you're doing any type of image capture, this thing is beautiful for that. So 4K resolution is what I'm talking about, right? You can also go both vertical and horizontal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of things. One, let me switch this back real fast. Hold on. I'm going to switch my virtual cam back. Okay. So we have that. Two, I'm going to actually show you this thing. So for those of you who don't know what it is, the Osmo Pocket 3. Now I had the Pocket 2. My husband actually got me this. I think it was for Christmas, maybe birthday. I don't remember, but got me this. And I love it so much more because the screen is bigger. So I'm going to show you just how compact this thing is. It is super compact. Like you can stick this in your purse and go. And the thing about using this versus something like your phone is that your phone, you probably want to use it for a bunch of other things. Like you may be using it to do a phone call, or you may be using it for other purposes. The sole purpose is to capture images or video. And so I like the functionality of this in that it is portable. I can whip it out whenever I need to. I'm going to give you or share with you some of the accessories that I think are really cool with it, but I just love this device. I love it. Now, I have also shared with a couple of my clients in our recent Signature Stream Accelerator that the really cool thing about this, besides the fact that it has such high quality resolution, is that it is, I just got thrown off for a second because I wanted to say hi to someone. Junior, what's up? What's up, sir? That's my go-to. Yeah, one of the things that I absolutely love about it is that besides all the things that I told you, is that you can connect it to your phone. So on the back right there, actually on the bottom here, there's a port. I don't know if you can really see that. Let's see. It's a USB-C port that allows you to attach to a number of different accessories, which I'm going to show you in a second. But it can also connect directly to your smartphone so that you can use your smartphone as a display if you wanted to do that. Now, when you turn this thing on, just takes a couple of seconds, and then it automatically puts the view of what it's seeing right there in the viewfinder. And you can turn it into a horizontal or vertical view. Most of the time I use it for vertical because I like to do reels and other types of clips with this. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of those with this thing because it's just, again, so easy to do and so portable. But I also love to use it just for selfies. Like, when you are using your iPhone, when you're using your phone or your Android, for those of you who use Android. Wait a minute. Lou said, I can't fit it in my purse because I don't have a purse. Well, okay, fine. You can fit it. You can fit it in your bag. I've got bags too. But one of the things I love about it is that it gives great angles. So for those of you who are like me, who are all about, let me make sure I get the right angle of my face. This does an excellent job of getting the best angle of your face. And it also has something called glamour effects that you can turn on that allow you, like with Snapchat, because I love Snapchat's filters that will kind of lightly filter your image that you're creating. So I love that as well. I don't use that very frequently, but when I need to, if I want to add a little something because I don't have on makeup, it's perfect for that. So this is the Osmo Pocket 3. Chris said, you could do a man purse. I know, right? And then JR Jr. says, I can connect it to my Rodecaster and have my XLR mic quality on the go. Look, so the folks that are in here that are in the chat that know this thing, you're already using it effectively in so many different ways. It opens up opportunities for you to have much higher quality when it comes to your video. And again, it's separate from your phone, because here's what I used to do when I used to try to use my phone for everything. And I had a HOHEM, is what it was called, HOHEM gimbal. That thing was so awkward to try to move around. And it just gave me the blues because I kept thinking, oh my God, I'm going to drop my phone, which we don't want to do, and crack the screen. Instead of worrying about this, now I can have this thing that's handy and not have to be fighting with this gimbal, right? Because this literally is a gimbal in itself. It will move with you. So if you have face tracking on, it moves with you. You can turn off the tracking if you don't want that, but I'm gonna show you a couple of really quick things. Now, first of all, what I want to do is to make sure I do this. I'm gonna go ahead and pop up the QR code for my Amazon store so that you have that. We were supposed to be broadcasting in Amazon. My fault, because I did not reduce my resolution to 720 pixels. I know. So I will do this again over on Amazon for those of you who want to watch there. But this is the thing. There's a couple of things that you can do. There is something there's a tripod. Oh, let me give you this. This tripod actually comes, I believe, with the creator combo. So when you're making the purchase, if you decide that this is something that you're interested in, first of all, I'm going to pop that up for you. If you're like, yeah, I'm interested, she's got me intrigued, let me go check it out. The one thing I want to make sure that you watch is this. When you go to Amazon, you might be tempted to pay for the lesser version, which is just the Osmo Pocket 3 itself. I will tell you, I made that mistake with the Pocket 2. And here's why it's a mistake. Because when you buy the creator combo, then you also get the microphone that comes with it, the DJI mic that can attach here. Or you can just use it as a mic that you're using, when you're talking to people out and about. In addition, it comes with the little mini tripod, so I can put this on here. Hold on. I'm going to show you a couple of things it comes with. Let's do this. I will show you my little case. How about that? Okay. So I'm going to try this. I don't use this particular camera all the time, but I'm going to try it with this camera right now. And I'm going to show you why I use this case that I'm about to use and what it can do, or what all the accessories are that come with the creator combo. Okay, so let me move some things out the way real fast. And I'm going to attempt to use my Tiny 2 in desktop mode. Okay, we're going to do this. 1, 2, and let's switch over to desktop mode. Okay, wait. Let me try it again. There we go. Okay, here's desktop mode. So I wanted to show you this case that I have for it. And in the case, hopefully you can see that pretty well. Yeah, there we go. In the case, you'll see that I have the actual Pocket 3 right here. Then I have a couple of different attachments. So this one is a longer attachment. I'm gonna show it in a different way in a second. This case is one that I'm gonna show you in just a second on Amazon too. Here's the microphone. Here's the shorter attachment that goes with it. So these are batteries, right, that can help you to have more time, right? There is a battery that's built in here. You do need to use it with an SD card, and you need to use a specific SD card, what's called an Extreme. So you don't want to just go about getting a regular old SD card. I'll tell you why in just a second. Let me go back to normal tracking. So here's what you're doing is you're basically going to say, depending on where you're going to actually go for the day, or however you're using this. Usually if I'm just going to do some limited recording or pictures only, I'm going to use the smaller version of the battery, and you just attach this. And once you attach this, you can now end up putting on your tripod. But I'm going to show you some other attachments too. So this little mini tripod is handy because it's not in the way of things, right? So it's super light and easy, and you can just put it on your desk or wherever you're going to host this. If you want the longer battery, it does, because I carry a smaller purse on purpose so that I don't carry a bunch of stuff like luggage, right? What I end up using most of the time is the short battery, okay? But you also have a longer one that you can use here, and you can attach that right there. And I actually like this a lot better than the Pocket 2, because the Pocket 2 was a little bit more difficult to get these batteries on and off. This one, you literally are just pressing that button right here, and you can take it off. Okay. And then pop it back into your case. So let me show you if you ended up buying the Pocket 3 by itself and didn't get the creator combo that has all these accessories that I'm showing you, then one of the things that you might want to consider is going and getting the mini tripod at least. Now, I don't think, to me, doing the piecemeal thing is probably not the best way to do this. The best way is to get the full out Pocket 3 Creator combo and just spend the extra $100 or so dollars. Maybe like $130 or so is what the extra is. I would do that because, again, it comes with the microphone, it comes with the mini tripod, and it comes with this handy dandy bag right here. So the Osmo bag or the DJI bag that comes with it, it's okay. I didn't love it, and that's why I got the bag that you saw me show you just a second ago, because it just, I mean, you can put things into this pocket and it's compact and it's light, but it didn't give me the extra storage that I wanted. And I'll show you why about that in just a second. Let me double check and see if I've got questions popping in. And I'm also going to do this. I will do an overlay real fast here so that we can check these questions. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Yo, what's up? Dan Roth in the house. Yeah, webcam, any type of cam. So one of the things that I've actually used it for, as Junior is mentioning, is I actually connected, like I mentioned earlier, my DJI, I just connected the USB. So I had the battery pack on and I connected the USB to my computer. And then I was able to easily use this as an instant webcam. So it was like a second camera for me. Now, I probably should try to demonstrate that. I'm not used to using Restream. I might try to demonstrate that. If anybody cares and you want to see that happen, then I'll try it. But another reason why I actually like this particular case that I got, and Patty says, I want everything, the case and all the accessories. This is the reason why I like the case. And yeah, I can give you that link right now. Let me do that. The reason why I like the case that I have is because it is nice and portable. So watch this. So once you have put everything together, I'm going to show you what it looks like once it's put together. It's just super handy. I mean, when I went to PodFest recently to speak, this just made life so much easier for me to be able to carry things around and not worry about having to dig what I needed out from, the other bag that they give you. So I was able to put it all in here, and I'll show you the other things that I carry in it too. There's some accessories that are not specifically DJI accessories that I'm going to show you, but this is what the case looks like. So it's sturdy, it's a hard shell, and just simple. And I love that it's that simple, right? To put everything in there. And it keeps all of my equipment safe. It keeps my gear safe. This one I absolutely love. And like I showed you earlier, it puts everything in its place. But not only can you put everything in its place the way, just the DJI itself, but if you do buy additional accessories, if you do have, for instance, your SD cards in little cases that are right here. So this is red, blue, and white right there. Those are cases. I also have extra filters that I use that are right here. And additionally, I have a little zippered pocket right here. And I'm going to show you something that's a secret. I think I put this in here too. I'm going to try to show you this, but I've shown you all this before. So for those of you who have been here before, you probably have seen this. Yes, he just said it, small rig. So I have a small rig. Did I add my small rig in here? I'm going to try to add it for you in a second. Let me try to see if I can add this. But that's what this is. This is a small rig. And what I love about this is it's an extra microphone, because I honestly, even though I'm telling you that the DJI Creator Combo comes with this little mic, this is not my favorite mic for it. It works, and a lot of people do love it because, I mean, it's the brand, it's the same brand. But I like these better. And the reason for that, I can just take this little thing, this little receiver right here. Okay, you can see that. I can take this receiver and plug it into the back of my Pocket 3 and use it as a mic. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in a second. But you need to have a battery pack or something in there in order to use the USB effectively. So I just put that battery pack on there, the small one. But now all I've got to do is plug in, see that? The receiver. And when I want to use the microphone that comes with Small Rig, then I can either use this as a lanyard. And so this is one of the things that I keep in that little pocket. I can put a magnet on that comes with this and use noise cancellation. And I can give someone else the other one. And now I instantly have a whole like studio, right? So we are sitting there and we are recording. Me and the other person are recording, and they have their mic and I have my mic, and everything is coming through beautifully. And I don't have to worry about doing this back and forth stuff. So I like the flexibility that adding extra accessories can give you. And I do have the Small Rig. Let me just try to pull it up. I'll get you that QR code real quick if I can. Let's see. I'm going to go into my store. Small Rig. I thought I had already added that, but I guess I didn't. There we go. Add to list. Now, this is a Small Rig. It's called the S60 Wireless Lavalier, and it is currently on sale for $71.99. I've got to put that price in here for you so you have it. Now, keep in mind that these prices could change. I'm just giving you what I see on Amazon today so that you know, okay? But I absolutely love this thing, so I'm going to pop this up so you have it. That's been added. So here we go, right there, boom. Okay. So the Small Rig microphone is the one that I use for my mic. Again, because it's portable, I can pop it in my little bag as I showed you and call it a day. And all I'm doing is just popping this on the back of the DJI. So I'm going to put this back in its case. And here's the other thing about this Small Rig that I'm showing you. This is not just for the Pocket 3 or anything else that has a USB-C port. It's also for your phone. So I use it all the time with my phone. And especially now that I'm doing more videos, live streams on spots like Substack, what I can do on Substack is basically pop this sucker in, put my phone up on a tripod and call, and go with great audio, instead of worrying about the phone audio. Because for now, they only allow you to go live or do a live stream on Substack with your phone. So it gives you more options. And this is another reason why I use this. Now, what about if you are standing up and you're, needing a little bit more of a tripod than just that mini version that I was showing you? If you need something that's taller, the one that I got, I actually was inspired by the folks at Ecamm. When we went to Podfest, I was talking to Doc Rock and Katie, and I was noticing what they were using. And so one of the things that I ended up doing is I bought two pieces. Okay. So one is this stand-up tripod right here. And I believe this is a Ulanzi. So let me see if I have this loaded up for you too, so you can see it. No, that's my magnetic mic stand. Okay. This is Ulanzi. Let me see if I can find it. I had it on my Amazon. My Amazon Live was ready to go with these links, but I'm having to add some things real quick here. So let me add this one for you too. This is the Ulanzi tripod, and I love it because it is, notice that I keep using the word flexible, because when I'm thinking of buying gear, I want to buy it one time and be able to use it for multiple purposes. Patty, your birthday is next week. I know. I'm excited. I'm going to also answer this question that Chris just asked. And Patty had a question as well. So this is the stick that I'm using. It's an extendable phone tripod. So let me show you how I'm using it. Okay. So watch this. So I can make it really tall. I'm not that tall, but I can make it tall enough so that if I stood up, it would work. Or I can shorten it. And so let me loosen this up a little bit so I don't tear it up. I can shorten it and make it. Let's do this. Check that out. So it literally is about the size of an umbrella. And so if I wanted to put this on my table, I could do that, or I could stand it on the floor. So there's versatility there. Additionally, this is the other thing. So notice how this gives you the ability to be able to use, it's got that, I can't think of the name of what it's called, but the thread that you can use with your phone. So if you have a phone holder, you can use it with your phone. But specifically because I'm using this with the Pocket 3, what I did, now you're able to use it with the Pocket 3 simply by plugging in the battery, because then it has that threader right there and you can just twist it there. But what I was inspired by the Ecamm folks to use is this little thing called a pullets. Now, I might be saying it wrong, and I'm going to answer some questions in just a second. But this little baby gives you some additional things that you can do with it too. The reason why this adapter is cool is because you can be charging it while it's sitting on a tripod, right? So you can be continuously charging your Pocket 3 while it's sitting on the tripod. And you can also stand it up a little bit easier, because if you notice, see how it has this rounded, it's kind of like round right here. If I try to stand this up on its own without a tripod at all, it's going to fall. And I don't want it falling because I don't want it to break. But this is flatter, this little pullets thing. And so when I pop this in, instead of using the little battery thing, because I don't need the battery, if this is constantly charging, if I plug this into the wall and have this charging near a tripod, and let's say it's at an event or something, now I don't have to worry about the battery going dead because I've got this plugged into the wall, and this is in the bottom of my DJI. Okay. And it also is flat. So notice how it's flat instead of having those rounded areas, those rounded corners. So now it can sit flat. So I got that tip from my friends over at Ecamm. You can thank them for that one. But I thought that was actually pretty cool. Let me see. There's some questions that I want to pop up real quick and see if I can answer those. And I'm not going to be here all day because I do want to go ahead and make sure I get over on on Amazon and do the live I was supposed to be doing there so that I can keep access. But let me do this real fast here. I'm going to hide that. I'm going to pull in your comments. And I'm going to answer questions. So let me go through some of these questions that were popping up in the chat. We'll do an overlay again. So, yep. Okay. So to Chris's point, exactly. Small rig makes some great ones. Your boss loves you. You are the boss, ma'am. So I'm sure you do. Let's see. Do you like the small rig mic sound better than the DJ? I actually do. I'm not a sound person, Chris. I know you are. You are an expert and a pro when it comes to sound. But personally, as I listen back to video recordings that I've done with both the built-in DJI mic, or not built-in, but the one that comes with it, with the creator combo, and the small rig, personally, I prefer the small rig sound. I also love that I'm able to see when I have the little microphone on, I can see that I have it on noise cancellation, and noise cancellation makes a whole difference, as you know, right? But I haven't been able to get the same quality, to be honest with you, with the DJI mic. And so that's why I decided I'm just going to go with the small rig And that's going to be my go-to everywhere if I need a portable mic. Outside of other fancy ones like Shure and Rode, but these that I'm showing you today are pretty affordable. And I think that they're simple for anyone to use. Let's see what else we got. You asked me how to use it with the phone. I think I shared that, Patty, but let me know if you still have another question on that. And you are so right, Chris. He just said it. Let's see. Doc got me with that, Ulanzi. I know. I know. I do like it though, because it's really sturdy. This particular tripod is very sturdy. It is not only sturdy, but what I was finding is when I was using other types of tripods, they would be easy to knock over with just a little bit of wind. And that wasn't the case with this. Additionally, I just felt like it gave me a little bit more portability and options. Like I could carry this around and not be so worried about whether or not I was going to lose it. But at the same time, it's not taking up so much bulk in my bag, so I can easily slip this in my suitcase when I'm traveling. It just gave me everything. The sturdiness is probably the biggest thing, because I have like 3 or 4 tripods that I have all over the house, much like I keep readers everywhere, right? Just like when I have readers everywhere, I have tripods everywhere. But this one now has become pretty much my go-to. Okay, let me see what else I got as far as questions and comments. Yes, absolutely. When it comes to video, audio is still the most important thing. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let me see. Hey, what's up? Sean Plans. Are you going live with your Pocket 3? I am. You know what? Okay, so that's a great question, because you can go live with your Pocket 3. Have I been doing so? My answer is no. But here's why. No, not yet. How about that answer? The reason why I haven't is because I got so many other devices and gadgets to go live that I just didn't see the need to. But I do want to experiment with it because, again, it's got great resolution. Now, when you're doing the vertical, if you have it set for vertical recording, it's going to do up to 3K resolution. When you do it this way, when you do it horizontally, then it will give you 4K resolution, right? I guess it really doesn't matter so much if you're doing 3K, because a lot of the platforms will knock you down to 720 anyway, and you won't get the full benefit of the high resolution. Now, if you're doing it on YouTube, that's different. But if you're broadcasting on Facebook, LinkedIn, et cetera, they're knocking you down anyway. So it doesn't matter. I think you can still easily do your live streams with the vertical view and be fine. I just haven't yet, but I will. I will be doing that. I use the Pocket 3 as my webcam in my office. My computer automatically recognizes it when I plug in the USB. I know, exactly, right? So I probably need to try to demo that in case anybody wants to see me demo it as a secondary webcam. But let me just walk you through a couple more really quick accessories, because I wanted to make sure to do that and to share with you what I've bought to use with it. And I showed you the things I love. Now I'm going to show you a couple of things I bought that I was kind of like, that was a waste. And I probably will not give you QR codes for those things. No, absolutely. Please ask questions. Sean Plans. I am using Restream in this moment. So Restream is the platform I'm on. My typical live stream platform is Ecamm Live. I love Ecamm Live. And so when I go live on Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Central Time, my usual is Ecamm, because it gives me a lot more design, creativity, innovation, all those things. I can do a whole lot more things with it. But I just decided to go live here with Restream for tonight, or for today, because it's easy. And I also want to keep myself familiar with different streaming platforms, so that if you come to me, if you're a part of my class or one of my memberships, and you're like, hey, Tanya, which one is best for me? I have a PC, I have this going on, I have that going on. I want to be able to speak in real time about the best platform for you, because not everything is for everybody. That's facts. So, yes, I'm also using, just so you know, I'm not using my normal camera. My normal, usual, best camera is my DSLR. So I use a Sony A6400. I know a lot of people are using the EV10, 710 or something like that. EV10, I don't have that one. I used to use a Canon T6i, which is old school now. But I use a Sony A6400. Today, right now, in this moment, I'm using an OBSBot Tiny 2. So that moves with me. If you are, let's see, Mike says, if I'm watching on my phone, how DJI, if I'm watching on my phone, give me that question one more time, Mike. Let me know what you, there we go. I see. If I'm watching on my phone, how do I scan these QR codes? That's a great question. So what should be happening is in the links, depending on where you're watching from, Mike, you should also see inside of the chat that as I'm popping up these QR codes, there are links directly to each of the items. So I'm going to try it right now and see if this happens for you. So I'm going to pop up the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 Creator Combo. So as I pop that up, hopefully somebody's going to have to tell me, but there should be a restream. There should be a chat in YouTube that I just posted that will lead you to that exact product. So you'll have to check it and tell me if that's working. Usually, again, I was supposed to go live on Amazon itself, which would have taken you directly to the thing, but I messed up and forgot to reduce my resolution. So that's on me. That's on me. But this should be popping up for you as well. There should be a chat, a comment added in the chat, specifically on YouTube for sure, that will show you exactly where to go. And if not, streamlikeaboss.shop. I'm going to go ahead and pop this in here so that you'll have it. Or you can go to this link right here, amazon.com/shop, streamlikeaboss. Go to the portable studio. If you go to the portable studio category, it will have all the things that I'm talking about today. So Mike, thank you for asking. I just appreciate you for even thinking of that. Okay, let me open back up for some comments here too and say hello to some folks. Okay, Shevet, what's up? What's up? Oh, my posts are too stinking long. Okay, no problem. M. Sean Plans, do you have a link to the camera you are using right now? I can get you that link in just a second. For the OBSBot Tiny 2, I can get that for you. Thank you, Patty and Chris, for telling me the posts are too long. I don't know why they're so stinking long. They do look very long. And that's not what's supposed to happen. What's supposed to happen is not happening, which is it should just be a short link. So I will try to fix that for next time. Additionally, just know this, you're also able to come back and watch the video because the replay will be up as well. So if you want to watch on your desktop and then scan, but I'll try to make it easier in a second. I got to think through the easiest way to do that for you in the moment. Okay, let me give you the ones, the things that I don't love. How about that? Let's talk about what I don't love. There's a lot that I love about this, but then there's also some things, there are a couple of accessories that I bought that were a waste of money. So I'm going to just go ahead and tell you that right now. I bought this little, what is it? It's a light. So it was an extra light that's supposed to go onto your your Tiny 2 with a magnet. This didn't work out so well for me. I never, ever use it, but it's bright. Let me see if I can turn it on so I can show you what I'm talking about. It's bright and it has the temperature thing. You know, it's got all the temperature change stuff. I just haven't had a reason to use it. I thought I would need it and I don't use it. So I'm not even going to give you the code for this because I honestly do not use it. But if you're looking for an extra light, I mean, if you need something portable, I don't know what I would even recommend at this point. Somebody in the chat probably has a recommended version. What are you saying? No, I didn't buy the pink version of the case. I know, isn't that crazy? I I just don't love this. And I haven't had a need to use it, but I guess if you do need an extra light, send me a note, send me a DM, and we'll find one for you if no one recommends one here in the chat. How about that? The other thing, I will tell you, I used this thing initially. And so what this is, I thought I was being fancy, y'all. What this is this allows you to, you put it onto your Pocket 3, right? And what it's supposed to do is it's a magnet. So let's say you're out and about. And so when we were in the Philippines in November for Thanksgiving, visiting my husband, I thought, hey, I'll just be able to put these on those like telephone poles or anything that's metallic and just record us where we're out on the beach or wherever we were, right? It just was kind of bulky for no reason, and I didn't really use it. Instead of using this type of case with a magnet, and I'll show you the magnet clamp in case you do want to use it. I'm going to pop that up just for those who care. It's a magnet mount stand for $20. Okay. It was okay. I just didn't use it often. You're supposed to be able to put it on ledges and other kinds of places. And notice how they have in the picture, you can kind of see it there, how they have in the picture that it's hanging off of a pole. I just didn't find that it stuck well enough for me. I kept finding myself having to run and go pick it up before it fell off. And so I just didn't love this. But if you're looking for something like that, I mean, there's probably other brands out there, but this is the one that I bought, and I ended up taking it off, and now I don't use it at all. Because again, it adds extra bulk to everything, and it didn't do what I really wanted it to do, which was to protect and to allow me to have it sturdy and put on optional spaces without a tripod. Instead, I just go with the tripod. So having a tripod like what I showed you earlier, this worked out better than me using that case. That's facts. Okay. Let me see what else we got in chat. Yes. Okay. So Chris just shared this as an option if you do need a mini video light. Maybe not this one that I'm using, but the one he's sharing. So the small rig light. It has different color filters and a cold shoe mount. Perfect. Okay, I might go and check that out. All right. Usually use that mount when you're in the gym. Okay, so M. Sean Plans is using the mount that I just showed you. So that's cool. So it works for some. For me, Yeah. I mean, the links are not clickable. Okay, Mike. So I'm going to say this. I would think I'll see what I can do to add these links for you here. And if I can't add them here, they'll be in the description of the YouTube video about 10 to 20 minutes after I'm done. Because I also need to go and do this same exact video over in Amazon in a few minutes. So I promise I will do that. Okay, Patty said, do you recommend the small rig? So it looks like that is what Chris, who I trust immensely with my video gear and all things video, Chris says yes, that one is a good one. And so since he's saying it, I'm going to say that that's a good one. And I will be going to pick that up. A cold shoe mount. So what a mount like this, a shoe mount is basically, for most cameras, and that includes your webcams, you need a mount of some kind that's going to allow you to put it onto tripods and other things. So this right here is a mount. There's different types of mounts, Patty, that can be used to connect your device or your piece of gear to something like a tripod. Okay. And it just gives you some flexibility to be able to do tilting or have more movement of that camera in different directions. So there are mounts that are available for some of the bigger cameras, like my DSLR camera. There are mounts for your smaller webcams. There are all kinds of shoe mounts, as they call them, that will give you more movement of your gear as it's connected to another device or another, like a tripod. Okay. I think that's the easiest way for me to explain it, but I hope that helps. Okay, I'm checking to see if there's any questions that anybody has. I love this thing. Again, the main reason is for the portability, but I also love the quality of the images and the pictures and things that it takes. I will try really quickly to demonstrate. Now, I could have really done this on my eCam, but I'm going to try to demonstrate using this as a webcam via Restream. Now, my warning, my disclaimer is I haven't done this using Restream. I haven't added a second video cam to Restream because I usually don't use Restream, but I'm going to try it right now and we're going to see how this works. So first of all, I'm going to connect it here. Secondly, I'm just going to plug this in, and this is plugged. The other end of it is plugged into my my Mac Mini. So I'm just going to plug it in. I'm going to put a tripod on it, and we're going to see if we can get this to work as a second cam on Restream. And you know how people are doing multi-camera, multi-cam shots, multiple angles, and all of that when they do streams. That is what this would allow you to do, is it gives you another angle. So I'm going to pop this on, and I'm going to click. There's an option that says, do you want to use this as a webcam? Is that what you're trying to do? And I said, yes. So now what I'm going to do is attempt to add this. I don't like that it's angled up my nose. So let's try another angle. Okay. We'll try it right there. And I'm going to attempt to add this second cam to Restream. So let's try it. Let's see. We will do this. We're adding another camera, extra camera. We're going to tell it that we're using the Osmo Pocket 3. I think it's going to work. Okay. And so now what I'm going to do is to showcase this using a different scene. So let me go to this different scene right here. I'm going to switch this off, switch this on. And so now you see I've got two cams. So this is giving us a different angle, and I'm using this camera right here. This is the Pocket 3, the DJI. And this one is my Tiny 2. And so now I've got these two different camera angles. So if I wanted to switch between scenes and do all of that, I could do that. You can also add, if you wanted to add yet another one and get really fancy, you can add your mobile phone. So your iPhone or your Android as yet another webcam. And then boom, you've got multiple camera angles. And I wouldn't in real life, if I were really like doing a stream about whatever I do on Thursdays, I wouldn't have both of these angles up at the same time. The only reason why I have this happening right now is because I wanted to show you that we can do both. Okay. So I can look at this one right here. And if I were switching between different scenes, I would have one versus the other. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to switch to this one now, and this becomes my primary, right? So yeah, I mean, it is super simple, and the Pocket 3 is easily recognized. All you have to do is just connect it to your computer. So that's bomb. Is it not? I think that's pretty cool. Let me see. What do we have? Nice. Okay, recommended stream services again. Absolutely. Let me get off of this two stream thing. Hold on. Because that's bugging me seeing myself twice. Okay. I recommend that you look into eCam. If I were giving you an order of what I love the most, M-Sean plans, I think my favorite streaming service is still eCam. I think my second one would be Restream, which is what I'm using right now. My third would be Riverside FM. The reason for Riverside FM, there's a lot of options with Riverside FM right now that maybe before, previously, if you ever used Riverside before, didn't have many of the options and features that they do now, but they do allow you to stream. And I am an ambassador for Riverside, but I also am a truth teller. So when I tell you the order of the things or streaming services that I like, I still give it a third place because Ecamm still gives me the highest quality. It gives me the most options and choices for being able to present. Restream secondary because I love how simple it is to go live. I love that it gives me all these different windows and options that I'm talking about right now. The QR codes are built in there. I don't even get the QR codes with Ecamm unless I manually add those to Ecamm. With Restream, as some of you have seen, I've been able to go right in and add the QR codes in the moment, which reminds me, somebody did ask me about a QR code for something specific. Let me go back and find the chat and see if I can go through that. I know, right? Chris knows cam. Pocket 3 is a great nostril cam. You are hilarious. It is a great behind the scenes cam or overhead camera for product demonstrations. Absolutely. So I love that. Let's see. Someone had asked a question. Do you have a link to the... Okay, let me find this for you really fast. And I'll try to pop this up. So the camera that I'm using in this moment, and see this, I wouldn't be able to do this on another platform. This is one of the things that I do like about Restream. So Sean plans, I like the fact that I can go in here as I'm doing right now, and I can add in the Tiny 2, do a search, and it should, in a couple of seconds, pull up that item from my Amazon store because it's directly connected to my Amazon store. And it will pull my affiliate link over so that I'm able to share that with you. Now, the problematic thing is what we've experienced in today's stream, which is that it looks like the links that are popping up into the chat are still way too long for some reason. And I'm not sure why that is. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but check this out. I got the code for you. So if you need that, the Tiny 2 is what I'm using right now to stream. From a platform standpoint, feel free to stop by anytime on a Thursday when I'm doing my live streams about live streaming, and we can absolutely dive more into platform choices and other things related to streaming. And I'm more than happy to answer your questions there. Okay, let's see what else we got. I'm double checking to see if we have any more chat questions. And y'all, I literally have to go back and do this all over again on Amazon because I want to make sure that I'm able to keep track of, or not keep track, but keep my Amazon account active. I used to do more streaming regularly there than I have recently done. And so I need to do that in order to stay active and not lose my status. Yeah, and that's the funky thing. So Restream is pulling the full product description, and it is way too doggone long. I just needed it to give you the link and call it a day. Now, I know you're so welcome. You're so welcome. The thing that I do know is on Be Live, which I haven't used that platform in a long time. Be Live is still there. It's another streaming platform. And they were one of the first, to my knowledge, that allowed you to directly connect with your Amazon store and promote products through the Be Live platform, pulling your affiliate links in. And with that one, it did pretty well with adding just the links. For some reason, what I'm noticing with Restream today, at least, and it could just be me, user error, I'm going to say that, but I had a difficult time pulling my actual products directly from my store before the show. And I noticed that it kept saying price unavailable for some reason. So I had to manually go in and type in the price based on what I see in my store. So I don't know what's going on there, but I will go live on Amazon shortly. For those of you who are missing or have missed the majority of this stream and you want to go back through it, because it's Saturday and you're bored, feel free to join me over there. Here, I'll pop my link up again. And the QR code that you see up top over here in that corner. That is where I'm going to be. But I will also pop a link, an exact link up in just a second if I can find it. Yeah, there it is right there. So Amazon.com/shop/blah, blah, blah. But really it's streamlikeaboss.shop will take you directly to my Amazon store. That's the shortcut. Okay, y'all. I talked really fast. I hope I showed you some things. I think it was really kind of cool to be able to show off the video and the fact that it's giving us the up the nose view. Now, it wouldn't do that if I moved it up like this, right? So I could change the view, but I'm just doing this on the fly so I can show you what it looks like. But notice the quality. Are y'all seeing that? The quality is on, right? So I do love the fact that you have that ability to be able to do, to use it as a webcam, but also to take it and let it be portable, your portable webcam that you're using for everything. If you want to take a video of your kid playing soccer, or if you, like me, tomorrow want to take a picture or video of your kid that's in an orchestra or wherever it is, right? I love that this is giving you so many different options in addition to your phone. And as a substitute for your phone, if you prefer to use your phone just for other things. So you can, by the way, I forgot to mention this and I'll close things out. When you do use the Pocket 3, the benefit of the Pocket 3 is that it has an app. So the DJI app that comes with it is a mobile app that you can use to do some light editing. But in addition, it also allows you to transfer your files from the SD card that's on your Pocket 3 to another storage area, which is what you definitely want to do. So first of all, you want to make sure you do have enough storage for your SD card, and you need specific SD card types or format. Usually I think it's called the Extreme, but you want to look that up when you get this. Don't just get a regular old SD card and think, oh, I'm just going to take this out of another device and put it in there. You need one that is going to be properly formatted for the DJI. And additionally, you want to make sure you get one that is big enough, because video takes up a lot of space. So getting like 1 terabyte is probably a good idea at a minimum. Okay. 1 terabyte SD card, pop that in there. And then you can just transfer your videos and your images, if you're doing selfies and such, over to your phone or over to your computer. It's super easy to do. All righty, folks. Thank you so much for spending some time on a Saturday with me. And if you do have questions, pop them into the chat and I'll come back and take a peek and see what I can answer for you. Otherwise, I'm getting ready to go over to Amazon and do what I was supposed to do in the first place and broadcast there. But have a wonderful weekend. And I look forward to seeing you on our next stream on Thursday at 8 p.m. Central. We'll be on this coming week. I do not have the topic in front of me, but I know one of the things we're going to touch on is the fact that we do have our multiplier method challenge coming up. So if you have never been a part of one of our challenges or courses or programs, it's going to be a treat. So looking forward to connecting with you there. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your weekend.